Hi, I'm Vasundhara, founder of Read to Lead. And every month, first Sunday, we meet and we have a speaker, either an author or an industry expert, who speaks on the book of his choice. And the whole focus is on learning from the book instead of just reviewing the book. And August session was blessed because we had Ashish Babtiwale speaking on one of the real great book by Sharu Rangnekar, In the Wonderland of Indian Managers. And the session was so awesome. I mean, we all were thrilled. And if it would have been a physical session, I was just sharing it with Tashish, there would have been a great, huge laughter. There would have been conflicting thoughts, and there would have been great discussion post the session, which we missed, but still we allowed a lot of people to share this their views about the book and the session. Over to you, Ashish, who is I forgot to introduce. Ashish is MD Navigo Analytics, and this is his new venture. And Ashish, why did you choose this book? Because when I announced this book, emotions were running very high, let me tell you. On one end of the spectrum, people were nostalgic. They were, oh my God, Sharu Rangnekar's book, this is going to be a great session. And on the other end, especially I think new age managers or executives or entrepreneurs said this book is almost obsolete, and most of the things are not now relevant. So I want to ask you, Ashish, why this book that you chose?
Yeah. Vasundhara, first and foremost, thank you for inviting me on Read to Lead and giving me a chance to talk to your audience. And as I told in the session also, I am very much in awe with you and Nitin, because you guys have been keeping it persistently, which is according to me the biggest. If somebody is persistent, I love that person a lot. And without getting any benefit out of it, also still you're fighting and creating a culture. Awesome. Keep it up. My best wishes. Whatever I can help, I will always be there, no doubt about it. And you asked me a question, why this book? Because when the session ended, there were so many comments on the chat with so many versatile and creative comments. And in a text also, I got a lot of text from personalized text, not on the group also. You had done a good job, and this was. See, let me tell you all these things is not because of me. I have just a media to deliver. Okay, I was just a media to deliver. The basic thing is Sharu Ranekar, thought. He had put those thoughts 50 years ago. 50 years ago.
I
So
know.
he must have studied 5 years before that. So imagine a person who that time went abroad, did his management, came back, and then he was a CEO of a companies, and then he was a consultant. And he has given such a good books, and he never a price book. See, apna India ka problem is the book is priced 135 rupees, then it must not be a good book. That's what we feel. If it is priced 500,000 and all this thing, Ram Sharan and all, if you see, they price their book 2,000 and all, and they might give it 500, but then in hardbound, very good visual,
That's the
creative.
perception.
You
Yeah.
see, which is not it. I wanted this gentleman, first and foremost, to be known to the people. We lost him just in January 21. Okay. But my age group, and after that, around 20 years, I was thinking, my bosses always talked about him, my peers always talked about him, and whenever his session was there, people wanted to go to and hear him because he was a storyteller. Understand that? But more than storyteller, why I have taken his book is for a different reason. Because he was a titan for almost 40 years. Titan, when I say I'm using the word titan, though he's a commoner, you see his visuals, okay? You see when he's talking, he's a simpleton. You'll never find, like a common man which is going. And you see in his book also, every chapter starts with a cartoon, okay,
Yeah.
of R.K. Lakshman, which is a common man. And the cover page also is, so R.K. Lakshman like person also has supported him and that time. So that is a good thing, that commonality, what he was wanted to build about, he wanted to bring it out. And he, according to me, I will rate him in terms of Philip Kotler or Porter or for that matter, your Drucker, Peter Drucker, or these are the people who have known management. But he is a person who taught management to Indians, where Indian management was a different diaspora altogether. Public enterprise, privately held enterprise, then MNCs where the whole board was run by a coterie of people and all. So that was the time he was handling this. And management was very new to India, and Indians were not so easy to do. So telling them in a sarcastic manner without hurting them and with a lot heartfelt things, it's not easy. And he just didn't write a book. He took it as a passion. Okay. He has done more than 5,000 webinars. So not webinar, I wrote in today's word, the webinar word came to me, but seminars. So he had gone across and he talked for everybody. In fact, Tata, sir, many companies, there are 40, 50 corporates. If you see in this glossary, the first 2 pages are only the companies who published and helped and kept his seminars after he published his book. So he's acknowledged them. And people have acknowledged that they have changed. So whosoever came in contact with him, whether it's a people or whether it's a company, they got influence and they changed. Okay. When he wrote that book, I agree there might be a conflict. People will see what is working, what is not. But remember, 50 years he has written, and even as I give you example, it is the same. Not much has changed, but whatever has changed is because he has spoken and people felt it should change, and that's why this has got changed. So 15, 20%, 30% I might have got changed. I'm not saying no for that. Okay, but still many things are continuing the way it is. There are select 10% corporates who will really follow the international culture, but अभी भी इंडिया में वो इंडियन जुगाड़ जो हम लोग proudly बोलते हैं, but not good, but it's happening, and slowly India should also change and will change. Because when you took, the atmosphere was volatile, uncertain, it was complex, management was complex, किसको समझता नहीं है. And again there was ambiguity of क्या करना चाहिए actually क्या. And what people say also today also, people come, manager come and वो school से आता है, उसको ये करने का है, वो करने का है. When it comes to the practical life, then that is different. उधर का प्यून बोलता है तुम ऐसा मत करो साहब. Okay, today also बोलते हैं मैं है ना इधर, मैं 10 साल से देख रहा हूँ कंपनी में, ऐसा मत करो. And very true, today also the companies have DNA. A manager cannot change the DNA of the company. He has to enter, he has to do, and infinitesimal changes he has to bring, and that's what he brought about in the book. He starts his book every chapter. He starts with an objective that this is what I'm going to discuss, and he writes 1 or 2 words, whether it's a productivity, delegation, training, or recruitment, or whatever. And then he gives a lot of anecdotes, okay, which are, it's really penetrates you, and you see that he has looked at that holistically, okay. And at the end, he subtly tells what is that it needs to be changed. So, as I shared in the, it's really a sarcastic way or a very, very uproarious way of talking about something and changing things slowly. So that is why I wanted people to know him. Yes, 50 साल पहले अपने पास ऐसा आदमी था, and nobody is talking about Sharu Ramanikar so much. And we again, as usual, उसका आप अगर वो ट्रेनिंग का स्लाइड लेते हो ना, तो उसमें भी आता है कि अपने यहाँ कोई व्हाइट आता है ट्रेनर, तो वी आर वेरी इजीली, और उसको पैसा भी ज्यादा मिलता है. सो that is still continuing. अपना इधर जो है gem, that we are not at all. And that's the reason I took this book. And I am very happy that all the audience, except for one person who was feeling that he does, but yeah, possible, hai na? Out of so many companies, 10% will do, but there are 90% journalistic which will not do. And that's the reason I have taken this book, so that the audience, current audience, should know that yes, we had a gentleman called Sharu Ramanikar, whose principles and a very, very nice way to keep. His other books are also there, which are very nice. Okay.
Amazing session, and you really did justice to certain extent to that book, and I'm 100% sure everybody is now going to search for that book on Amazon, and unfortunately the book is not available. So today's session was the only opportunity for all of us to actually hear it out, understand the learnings, and hear it from the master like you. Thank you so much, Ashish. I mean, I can't thank you enough for this session today. It was
not master, it's a storytelling which is his art. Sharu Ramanikar used to do that storytelling. I have just carried it ahead. So
you did it in absolute dramatic way, and I could see that trait. So the parallel profession is available for you, Ashish, now. So thank you so much. And one last question, but not the least. How did you enjoy talking on our forum of Read to Lead as a speaker today?
I told you in the beginning that I appreciate this forum for whatever purpose you have started this. And they are the real people who take out time on a Sunday morning. The timing is also crucial, because if you are giving Sunday, that means you are really interested. So there are genuine people who are attracted for a genuine cause, which is reading, for the genuine hunger of knowledge or thirst of knowledge, whatever you may call. And that whatever, you don't have to spend reading book and all. You just have to come here, and 2 hours you listen and you get to know the book. So whatever you can do in 1 week, you do it in 2 hours. So that's a credible job you and Nitin are doing. I'm very happy about it. No doubt about it. As I said, that there are controversies. You yourself said that few people said, "Ye kya hai? Purana book hai. Ye kya hai? Oof, this also today works." So there are 2 parties together. So you can take such controversial books and start an upgraded Read to Lead or fight to lead, or fight to read, or I don't know what you will be.
Yeah. I think we just discussed that's a new.
You should start that. You should start that, and then you should send those discussions videos to the authors. Okay, because they should not know that this is happening, and then it should go to know, so they know what is really a perception of the book. That will be open feedback for this, and genuinely that will help for the society as well to know much better about the book, looking at both the sides. So it is not a biased side what you see. Because when I see when the author comes, they give only the biased side of the book.
Yeah.
But this gives both the side of the book, and that will be another what you say, feather in your cap, which you can be. I know it's more work for you, but then you can do it. That's why I'm telling you.
Thank you so much, Ashish. And next time when you're going to come on Read to Leads forum, I would request you to come in such a way and such a time that I introduce Ashish as an author and not only as a speaker. And that's my request, command, demand, whatever you want to say. Thank you so much for the session today.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, Vasundhara.
Thank you.
Thank you.